Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Final Fantasy X Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we just went and battled Kamari, and from there we also got to go and use our very first Aeon summon by using with Valor. Now we're still going to go and do some more Aeon type of battling as well, with having Valor within our side. Now that is of course going to be happening once we go and start reaching on into the boat here, because we have to go and do a battle with Sin, out of all things. And not only that, but there is going to be two different boss battles, because after once we're done with Sin, we do have to go about with another type of Sin spawn enemy boss known as Echuilles, I think that's what his name is, and that one should be fairly a little bit easier than what the Sin battle is going to be all about as well. So we'll see what those two battles are going to basically be entailing a little bit later on. But right now, we're going to go and start reaching on our way to where the boat is going to be. Now, if you guys kind of saw that little edit that was just happening a little bit of a few minutes ago, that is because that I had to go and head back to the Besaid village. I did not realize that you can actually be able to head back to the Besaid village. I thought that once you start reaching off back into this type of area, you won't be able to go and reach back into it. But you can do some rebattles of some other enemies if you want to, and if you want to get yourself with some extra more mana spheres or power spheres. I know that I do need to do some upgrading with Lulu a little bit later on, but I think we'll kind of wait until probably within like the next few episodes or so, because I don't know if there's like an amount of mana spheres that I need to go and try to boost up with Lulu. Because even off recording, even when I tried to do that, for some reason it wasn't allowing me to go and do anything about that there. But right now, we are here on this boat. We are going from Besaid Island all the way to a brand new island known as the Kilika Island, or as to say, we would head off into the port of where Kilika is going to be. And it should be pretty interesting, but there is going to be some trouble afoot that's going to happen once we start reaching off into that area. Because again, from what I would have told you guys all about, it looks like Sin is going to be making its appearance here. Oh my god, Titus, what is the matter with you? Why are you disturbing all the other different crewmates that are around out here? Oh, and this man just went and just stole the binoculars from this guy. You know, the way that like Titus was kind of like crawling around like that, he kind of reminds me almost a little bit like Zindon. Now again, mind you, this game kind of has a little bit of some different references into like what Final Fantasy IX is all about. Because normally it seems like every type of Square Enix game that always happens, there's always a little bit of some hints to like the last game that came out before. So you'll be kind of seeing a lot of different kind of notations into like what Final Fantasy IX has a little bit of hints here into like what Final Fantasy X has. Because a little bit later on, once we go and start heading underneath the actual boat itself, there's actually going to be a merchant that kind of almost feels a little bit like Stillskin in a way from Final Fantasy IX. If you guys do recall, we had to go and basically use Stillskin for different rewards and other things of that type of way. So yeah, so Waka's going to go and basically talk about everything here with Kilika Island. That's our next destination for what we have to go and do.
We'll be praying for the Aurochs' victory too, so you come along, yeah?
Great plan.
Hey, it is a great plan.
Don't look at me.
Well, we'll kind of see what Waka's great plan is all about.
I don't know who you are.
Yeah, so unfortunately Lulu has nothing to go and literally talk to us right now. But that's fine. But you know what? Let's go and head to where the boat is going to be. Now, you can't go and talk to that one crewmate again with the binoculars to see if you can actually go and try to re-grab out those binoculars from him. Now, if you try to say yes, unfortunately, he's going to say, like, remember what you did last time? Yeah. He was going to, like, literally spying on everybody around over here on the boat. But here we are, down below here. And there's the man himself, Waka. We have to go and talk to him. Now, just make sure that when you go and start talking on over here to Waka, is that you want to actually give him a certain amount of money. And that is going to have to be around 1,001 gil. And yes, and I say that with the exact amount that you actually have to go and do that. So give him 1,001 gil, and there should be probably something special that's going to probably happen within that guy a little bit later.
Waka the who?
Don't know me?
Because just like how Stillskin kind of works, you kind of have to go and just grab all of his, well, different special items, and then we get a reward later at the very end of the game. So I don't know, and that may probably happen around over here as well too, but I know that he gives out some special rewards.
Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of guild.
Yes, so make sure that you actually say yes to this if you want to go and do anything special here. So, yeah, now, since I went and did a lot of selling of some things, we do have around 1,500 gil, so we will be good for some cash for quite a little bit. So, nothing to go and kind of wasting off a little bit of some cash as well.
seed money for the O'aka merchant.
Okay, so there goes that. So that's all done for now. But now let's go and check out here into the power room. Now this is where you want to go and see that there. Hey, look at that! Some chocobos have literally make its reappearance here.
What the heck is what?
So we got chocobo power on this boat. That's pretty cool.
Power room, like it says on the door.
Yeah, but...
But later on, we're gonna have a different type of power instead of chocobo
What's so
power.
strange about chocobo power?
Because once this starts rolling around,
Chocobos.
yeah, that's gonna be a whole other different experience.
What? You've never seen a chocobo?
What?
What kind
What?
of
Come on,
backwater
Titus. You
island
should at
did
least
you
know
come
what a
from anyway?
chocobo should be all about. Everybody knows what a chocobo is. We even rode on the actual chocobo before back in Final Fantasy 9, and we actually have a golden chocobo. Alright, so don't forget to go and pick up with this one here. This is the Alphabet Primer. This is for the next letter that we do need to go and pick up. So now I believe we have A, B, and C, right? So we got majority of the 3 letters so far. Now, there is going to be some times, I don't think it's like every time, but I think most of the times, you should be able to go and hopefully try to find those letters as quickly as you can, because there's only like one of those that you can only find within that certain part of that objective, and I don't think you can be able to go and re-find them again. So make sure that you go and find all these different letters. Now here there is this briefcase that's happening, and you can keep on kicking it over and over again, and you can get so much different potions, but that's literally about it within that whole entire area. Nothing else really too much to go and said, unless if you want to go and get saved up, because I think you should probably get yourself saved up around here, because this is where we're going to have to go and do the actual boss battle with Sin.
That summoner's got noble blood. I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter.
Or Braska's daughter. Is that what Yuna's all about here?
Lord Braska's daughter?
Interesting. Now, here within this boss battle, though, I actually had to, like, kind of strategize exactly how I need to get myself all the way up into the overkill for what I do need for Sin, because if you guys don't know, overkilling on different bosses is really great for getting extra more other different ability points or any other type of extra spheres that you can go and kind of place on until all the other things are going to happen later on within the sphere grid.
Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Yeah, Titus had a really annoying, or I guess probably really mean dad, right, with Jack, which we kind of learned a little bit about here so far.
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
Alright, so now while everybody all scatters around and everything, this is where we can now go and finally talk on over into where Yuna's gonna be, and we get to go and see what is gonna happen from here, and I'll kind of let the segment do all the talking for here.
The wind. It's nice. You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkand, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkand there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
So it seems like Yuna actually knows about who Jack is.
Jack. My father. His name is Jack.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkand.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here? Are you not?
Oh no. I feel like something is gonna be really terrible that's almost about to happen. Oh god. Yep, and here we go. So now Sin is gonna start showing up out of the woodwork. And this is where everybody has to hold on to dear life. Now, I am gonna say that we're gonna get ourselves with a new type of special type of way of how we're gonna be able to move around out here with this boat. And it's not gonna be Chocobo power related, but it's gonna be Sin power related, because somebody is gonna go and decide to become a hero and actually decide to go and use a harpoon to go and see if see if it can actually stick onto Sin there and see if it can do any type of damage, which is gonna basically not do anything at all. Because Sin's way too powerful. He can basically take out on any type of damage. He's basically like Kaido from One Piece. He can just go ahead and handle any type of damage. Which, by the way, speaking about One Piece and Kaido, I am still watching the Wano arc, and I am getting very much closer into I think almost about to be getting into where I think at that point where I think Luffy's gonna go and actually start trying to hopefully at least get the victory off against with Kaido there pretty soon.
Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Because I think I just saw right now, unfortunately, there was quite a few like One Piece deaths, man. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
So many craziness that's going on within that whole entire Wano arc that's happening. But yeah, there's this guy. He's gonna decide to harpoon Sin for whatever reason. It is not gonna really go and do that much type of stuff anyways. But at least now we can go and travel a little bit faster at this point. So thank you for that type of way. But you're gonna make things even more annoying than it actually has to be now. But yep, just right around this point, he's going to start bringing out some of his enemy spawns that are going to be showing up onto this boat. Just like what happened before when we were happening around back in the Xanarkand days. That was happening around with the episode 1 of our time. Oh man. Alright, now this is where the battle is going to commence, and this is where I kind of have to do some strategizing. So throughout this battle, this is why you can kind of see that like later on throughout this battle, I kind of have to like kind of do things a little bit slower than normal. But you want to go and actually decide to go and do is that you actually want to go and start setting up on the attacks first. So make sure that you actually hit 2 of the different Sin spawns that are here first. Don't attack every single one, because what's going to happen is that Sin's going to keep on spawning out more of those guys. So if you at least just hit 2, then you should at least be somewhat in the clear. And this is where I kind of have to strategize and see how well I can get myself with the overkill hit. So, since we do have Kimahri here, we're going to go and let him go and do his attacking as well. So, there we go. So, that already takes care of that. So, now we can actually go and move into the next location. Now, Sin's going to keep on moving back and forth between different areas, so not to worry. And also, too, the good thing about here within this battle, and I think some other different boss battles as well, too, is that you can actually strategize before you can actually kind of think about what you're going to be planning out on next. It's not like Final Fantasy IX in a way where if you don't do anything, the enemy's just going to keep on attacking you every so often. I kind of like about that here at Final Fantasy X. You kind of just strategize exactly what you want to go and do and what you want to plan out next. Now, for what I'm going to do now is that I actually have Waka sitting up on our team. Now, Waka is the only one that can actually do long-range distance attacks for what Sin is going to be able to do. So, whenever you have the option, just keep on throwing any type of attacks at him when you want to go and do so. Now, we're going to go and switch back into Lulu here. Because we are going to have to go and use Lulu a little bit for the thunder damage type of attacking there with Sin a little bit later throughout our time. Now, this is where I kind of need to do a little bit more strategizing type of stuff around here, and I think this is where I'm going to go and decide to actually switch between out on actually bringing with Titus back again, or I should say with Prox out here. And this is where we're going to just go and just keep on cheering up as best as we can, just so that we can get enough within our cheering, so that by the time that we go and finish off with everything, and then actually have Valor as the last, as our last character within our time here within this battle, should be able to get the overkill attack, because we got ourselves with that energy blasting tactic, right? So we're able to go and do a lot of damage out on there. So now you just saw that Sin just moved around into another location. So we're going to have to go and use up with Yuna here. And I think also as well too. Here we go. Let's go and bring out with Valor. Now, I just had to do a little bit of some editing because this battle did take a little bit of some time. So this is where we're just going to go and jump right on into this now. So, yep, just like how we did it before. Just go and give Valor a nice good pet before it happens out into the battle. And so yeah, so basically once you have a summon, basically this is all that you have as for attacking. Now just make sure that you line up your special attacking move of the energy blast from what we have done from before, with setting up with all those boosting and everything. And just land it right at Sin. Do not go and literally hit it over at the actual Sin spawn that's there, because that will basically be really annoying. And then you have to go and retry that all over again. But yeah, because like even though that energy blast does hit all enemies around, you may probably just want to go and just do this directly from here, and that's all that you want to go and do, and that's about it. So we got the overkill hit, very happy about with that, but the episode's not done just yet. So even though that Sin kind of disappeared for now, and the harpoon's already gone and already lashed off of him at this point in time, this is where we're going to kind of see that it looks like Titus when it fell off the boat. And we have literally no idea where the heck he's going to be. And I think this is at the point where I want to say that Waka is going to have to go and swim on down underneath the water to hopefully at least try to figure out where Titus or Prox is going to be at, man. Yeah, that's not good at all. In this video in its entirety, I just want to say that this episode was going to be at least like 40 minutes long, and I wouldn't want you guys to see a 40-minute long episode with me having to go and do that whole entire Sin battle, because it did take a little bit of some time. But yeah, so all those Sin spawn things are all back again once here, and this is where the Echuilles battle is also going to go and take place. Now, I wish I should have got myself the overkill hit on this one here. I didn't really, well, again, my calculations were kind of off, like, doing this battle, because I think if I set up for, like, at least one more cheer, I think, like, during the time of the battle that was happening, which you guys are going to be seeing, during the last part of this battle, I should have just kind of just hold it out just for a little bit longer, and I think I would have been able to at least get some extra more other things later on for it. Oh, there's some dolphins! And they already let us know that there's some problems afoot that's already down here underwater. Seems like this type of boss here kind of has like almost like Samus's spaceship from Metroid attached to its head. Well, there we go. Let's keep us out for some cheers. So again, always keep on cheering. Always helps out with the stats, because it always helps you boost up a little bit more. Yeah, whenever we're in a boss battle, flee does not really work in this type of way. Now, you can go and try to hit some of these enemy spawns that are here, but this Echuilles is always going to be able to go and bring back more, so it's not going to really help out. Now, he does have Drain Touch, which he will try to heal up every so often throughout here, but not really all that too much of a problem for myself. Now, we are getting closer to the, it's like the 5-minute range at this point now for the ending of the episode pretty soon. But But let's go and see what else is going to happen from here. I'm not, like, I think throughout this video, I didn't really do any type of editing at all whatsoever because this battle is, like, fairly simple. It's, like, almost like the same type of battle that went on and happened before when we had Riku a little bit a while ago. Back on the boat area from that other previous boat that we had to go and do some stuff with. Now, if you guys don't know, we do have that special boost now, or as to say, the special overdrive move at this point, which we have. And now it's gonna go us out for its own type of way out here, where it's just gonna do a lot of damage right there, and that's really annoying. But yeah, so we'll set up for another cheer. I think what's that? That's like our third one, I think, by now. Yeah, because unfortunately I don't get myself all the way up to the 5, so I know that we were kind of like stuck around 4 when that happened. But we are going to go throw down a high potion there just in case, so that we don't have to get ourselves completely destroyed out here in this battle. Because all those enemy spawns do like to go and attack all at once, so... Here we go, another drain touch, and it actually missed, so very nice. But now, let's go set up for a special attacking move, and we're going to go set up for swords play here. And this is where I'm finally going to be able to go and get a nice good hit right here. So we're just going to land right on the money. Nice. Cut that down to size for 674 damage. Should have probably holded that out a little bit longer instead of just using that right away. But we're going to go and start for Dart's attack. We're going to make sure that we go and blind him as well too in the process. So now he's already has the blind status, I think, attached to him now. But we're going to set up for the Force Cheer. And we're going to see if that actually does anything to it. Yep, unfortunately, he does bring back the enemies once again. And this is where I should have went and kind of left things off for itself instead of me going for another attack here. Because I think if I didn't go for this attack with having our timeout here with Titus, then I would have been able to get myself an overkill right there. Just had to just hold that out just a little bit more. But it's alright. Man's already been destroyed and we're all good to go. So very nice. So 2 bosses down. Well, I wouldn't really count Sin as like really too much of a boss down, but we're gonna be able to see him again. But we got some special equipment. Got ourselves with some well, with a brand new thing for Waka there. But here it is. Here's Kilika Island, but this whole entire place is gonna get absolutely demolished by having Sin just showed up around here. Just imagine, just like seeing this happen literally right before your eyes, and see a big huge like a big huge tsunami just literally just show up out of nowhere. But it's all by done. Well, it's all by done with having Sin, of course, doing all the work that's happening right now. Oh man. Oh man, this is gonna be a lot of property damage. Oh man, this whole beautiful island just gets completely tarnished all the way around here, man. Oh, all their hard work on everything that they had to go and do on building that dock and everything. They may probably have to go and maybe call up the people that, or probably call up the Dark Cloud 2 characters out here to probably refix everything out here for this one. Oh man, who remembers my Dark Cloud 2 series that happened before a little bit a while ago on the channel? That was, I want to say it was fun, but really annoying at the same time. And I was always thinking about probably coming back to Dark Cloud 2 and like maybe doing a, like a series for the PS4 version instead of like having it for the PS2 version, but after going and having to play through that whole entire game, and then literally having the final actual ending area, not having you to go and literally do any other saving or anything, really annoying.
I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
And that's exactly what we're gonna do.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Well, unless if Sin does something else where he decides to basically warp us into another area, but I don't think that's going to be happening for quite some time. That already happened twice, right? One just because of what happened with Xander Kid and getting like shot up into the air, and then all of a sudden, then we got ourselves like sinked into the water, and then got ourselves brought to Besaid Island. But this is where I am going to have to go and do the ending outro out here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode for today. I'll be seeing you in the next one of the Final Fantasy X. And of course, peace.
Come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, Milady Summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BT.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.